Fri-yay. It is Fri-yay. And I am very excited. It has been definitely a long week. If you want to start with the Monday night game and lead until today, for those who are not in the know or followers of sports, specifically American football, Buffalo Bills safety, sometimes cornerback, Damar Hamlin was able to have his, what's the word I'm looking for? He was intubated. He was able to have his breathing tube taken out. It's the best way I can explain it. What's going on, Trevor? Not only that, he was able to address the team. And apparently the second question out of his mouth was, who won? To his doctors. To which the doctors replied, you did. You won the game of life. So, in true fashion, one of the first things he did when addressing his team via FaceTime was to put up the flex, which is what he was known for every time he made a big play. And needless to say, the Buffalo Bills team as a whole are absolutely fired up. And I would hate to be the New England Patriots 1 o'clock on Sunday, because I have a feeling they are going to feel the wrath of a team who is now more determined to win the championship than ever before. As a matter of fact, I feel bad for any team the Bills have to play for the rest of the season, including whoever they trounce in the Super Bowl, because they have a new focus and things I think are about to get interesting. What's going on, Ice Wolf? How you doing, brother man? Good to see you, buddy. So needless to say, I am fired up. I am excited. I think Sunday is going to be a massive blowout. I feel bad for Mac Jones. Not really. If your middle name is McCorkle, I can't feel bad for you. That was something that was placed upon you at birth and is not my fault. So, what's going on, Don? Go Bills is right. We have a couple of things here. When Chef arrives, if Chef arrives, Chef was a little bit busy. Going on, Kevin P. West. Go Lions! Hello, Chef. I like the Lions. I also like the Bengals. So I don't know if I mentioned this, so I'll mention it again. The Bengals and the Bills organizations are actually very close, even before this happened. Ever since the Bengals beat the Ravens to end the 19 or 20-year drought for the Bills to go into the playoffs, Bills and Cincinnati have had a very good relationship, supporting each other, both on the field as well as through donating to charities. So for this to happen against the Bengals, probably not a better team it could have happened to. So it is. I am a Bengals fan. I don't ever poo-poo the Bengals. I've liked the Bengals since they had Fitzpatrick back in the day, which oddly enough he became a Bill. I like the Lions too. I think Barry Sanders. It's between Barry Sanders and Bo Jackson as the greatest running backs in the history of mankind. I know Bears fans, sweetness was amazing, but I think if Barry were to do the 3 or 4 more years he had left, he would have decimated every record known to man. And I think if Bo Jackson didn't get a freak injury and was able to focus on primarily football, I don't think anybody in the world would have ever beat Bo Jackson. So there you go. Give me a second. I have to log into YouTube really quickly. Because looks like we don't have anybody in the YouTube chat that can block that a-hole. That person with a decrepit and sad life who has nothing better to do than post stuff that nobody is ever going to actually click on or use. those sad, pathetic people that they are. What's going on, Lee? Hello, Lee. Kevin says, personally, I feel that Barry didn't want to break the record. It could have been. I mean, there was no more humble of a human being than Barry Sanders. I still think Detroit did him dirty regardless. Lee jumping in with a party of almost 24. Hello, buddy. Paul Maitland. What's up, buddy? Paul is like, what are they doing? Are they promoting boner pills? I'm just asking for a friend. No, it was for a site for lonely people. So yeah, that is my 2 cents on that. And speaking of the sports, Chef has a half sports, half entertainment break. As everybody knows, I no longer am allowed to have art in the office, so I will not have art to show anybody. I apparently do way too many spoilers for art to be available for me to show. So for those who are raiding with Lee, sorry, I have no art to show you, other than what we already have seen and is already packaged. I am pleading my case that someday I am allowed to have art in the facility again, strictly for the purpose of me being the only person who goes live in the group besides Lee, and is the direct interaction with the people. And I cannot show off up-and-coming things without art in front of me. Unfortunately, I can't control myself, and I tend to show stuff I'm not supposed to show, and get people really excited about things that may not come out for months. So I have been grounded from having original art in my hands at the Santa Barbara facility. It is what it is. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. But I promise someday I will just sneakingly have artists send me stuff and not Trevor, and then I will spoil everything. That is my promise to you. In the meantime, the will of the people will not be ignored. That's right. Goodness gracious. Chef, I want you to pick a number. Not necessarily a number. I want you to pick a value of a number. Is that value going to be odd or even, is the question. I am going to roll. It's odd because, Chef's odd. It is odd. It's a 3. That's a 3. Nope, the dice is not to scale. That is called forced perspective. You get some Star Wars. All right, let's get the auto zoom off, even though I was pretty sure I removed it before I started today. Apparently, I didn't save my settings an hour ago. There we go. But it's not in hand, Trevor. Nobody cares unless it's real. Until it's in hand, it's just a JPEG. Ask all the people that bought NFTs last year. They'll tell you. Miggs knows. Look at his face. Miggs is like, so, what do you mean DC doesn't have the art? Hey, give DC the art. You feel me? Give him the art. Jabba is also giving you the evil eye. Hoba hoba tiba haba lim hoda hoda heda ha ha ha, which actually translate in Huttese to DC needs art in his hands to show people. Bail Organa is just, I mean, first of all, let's talk about Smits. Great actor, half Puerto Rican. I'm not even going to insult him by doing a voice. Captain Colton, we can just go ahead and skip. Bib Fortuna, too ugly to show for too long. C3PO, too hard to copy. Finn, you guys are not going to entrap me into trying to do a Finn impression. Close, but no cigar. The Executioner Trooper. Size Snoodles, those sexy legs. And that is a Dengar Star Wars back. They're about one in every 2 or 3 packs. Not as rare as I originally had thought. Sons of Anarchy was a great show. The end, yeah, I think there should be a law. I think there should be a law that states if you do not have at least 3 seasons written of a show, you are not allowed to start the show because you can tell, like in certain movies about dragons, they were just making up garbage as they went along. That should be illegal. Tom's Chrome Black 2022 Star Wars. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's real talk. My value as a personality on screen, which whether it be small screen, TV screen, or phone screen, is my honesty and the fact that I really just I call a spade a spade. Of the spades, I have to say, we have not gotten a decent autograph out of any of these boxes in a hot minute. So I would really like this one to be a good one. Something that makes people go, oh yeah, that product is really awesome. Because as of late, the highlights have been these. Not that there's anything wrong with that. They actually sell very well for those who are interested in flipping. Zam Wessel. Asajj. Zabru 2. War of the Stars. What do we got? Ooh, yellow. I think it was yellow 75. Oh, Bo-Katan. 50, even better. Chef knows. I don't even know why I said anything out loud. I should have just waited for Chef. This is going to be pretty dang big. Coming rather quite soon. Katie Sackhoff, I think she's fabulous. I am a really big Battlestar Galactica reboot fan. I tried to watch the original, but after seeing the new one, the original just doesn't hold up. Yes, what I'm saying may be sacrilege, but it's just how I feel. And she was absolutely a star. Lee says, I worked on GOT. The whole issue was the writers dropping the ball. So excited to jump ship and work in Star Wars that they ended up shooting themselves in the foot. Actually is 100% truly. I know about that. I know that originally Star Wars ordered 10 and for their last 2 seasons, and they're like, no, we're only going to give you 8 or 6 or whatever the hell it was. And they basically were like, yeah, we just need to get this over with. No matter what we do, nobody's going to be happy, so we're going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest inkers on the planet, as well as an all-around nice guy, featuring what I would have to say as a non-biased person, one of the greatest heads of hair on planet Earth. It's Brian Kaiser Tillman. You know, I have to say his colors are really good too. His inking is fantastic, but his colors are better. I will admit that on camera. He can clip that and use it every time I come into his chat to defend what will be me egging him on to ink in the future. Let's see what we got here. All righty then. Admiral Radis. Paul Casey. I actually went to high school with somebody named Paul Casey. Not the same Paul Casey I looked. I don't know why this inking thing is still happening. Laysai. Lee did just paint a picture of his ship. That is true. Baseball. This is potentially a very hot little box right here. For those who haven't been paying attention to the last 72 hours, been doing a lot of baseball as we cleared out some backstop. Uh-oh, one upside down, one right way up. That means one of them's probably an auto. Good luck! Chef. AJ. Lizardo. Goldschmidt. Is there a Tarkin fan here? Yeah, you could say that. You could say, Chef is a fan. Michael Leonard Trout. Dubon. Okay. Still not special. I know, I'm trying. I'm giving it all she's got. Alan Aquino. Lee, if I'm not allowed to show art off, you're not either. As a matter of fact, you're going to have to put your camera pointing at the floor. Randy Rosarena and Abraham Toro. That is going to be the new thing, Lee. If I can't show off art, you are going to have to blur your screen or show it on the floor. I will write that into the next order. I'm taking a stand. The art shall not be contained. All right, let's get some mojo here. Oh. Uh-oh. Hey, T-Money, what can you tell me about that middle card? Pache. Walker. Oh, J. Dominguez. Good old Jason Dominguez. But what is behind the door? I caught myself this time. I almost said the D. Now that it's out of context, it wouldn't have been as funny, so that's why I'm saying it now. But what is behind Mr. Jason? Can we get a team? Oh, that is out of 199. 2 Yankees, 1 pack. All right, Unmas. Maybe that's why that one was flipped over. Because that one was special. Gore. Putting on a Kalenic. Lodolo. McCarthy. And Ruiz. There you go, friend. I will add that to the fat stack I have for you. Yankees travel in packs. That's true. Craig is in. Craig, how you feeling? Odd or even? You're welcome, Chef. Odd. It is odd. See what you get. The little 206s, yeah, they are fun. They're cute. Later series had autographed ones too. What's up, Saporos? How you doing? Oh, something nice at the end of this one. Galen. DJ. Bale. Wedge. Ha ha. Chirpa. Zuckus. Dengar. The Twins. How about some red? Leia. Leia Red. That's red is fairly rare. That's like one out of a lot. I think I've only maybe pulled one other red ever out of this set. 1 out of 20 boxes. So that's a case hit then, because I believe they're 20 in a case. So that would be your case hit variant. Let's hope that luck carries over to here. Again, I want to see a nasty auto. I want an ooh-ah auto. Craig deserves it. I'm not saying Chef didn't, but right off the bat, that's a great card. That is, aren't you a little short for a Stormtrooper? IG-11. White? Is that white or just hollow? Oh, it's white. Charos. 199. All right, so I'm hoping a high number parallel equates to a low number auto. Let's manifest that destiny for Craig. Let's do what we're known for, like the Bills Mafia, pouring the good vibes into monetary donations for opposing teams and fallen players. Let's send some absolutely positive vibes into this for Craig. Let's come together and give just a little bit of our positive energy, our Quan, our Juju, our whatever you want to call it, right in there. All right, survey says Margrave Euro, Andrew Kashino. Wow, that name is very familiar. Andrew Kashino. Andrew Kashino. Did he voice something else too? Oh, Andrew Kashino, voice actor. Yes, he has done a plethora of voices. I knew that name was familiar. Steven Universe, Star Wars Bad Batch, he was Saw Gerrera. Also in the Clone Wars, he was Saw Gerrera. Tales of the Jedi, he is going to be, he is a guard. If you played Saints Row, you heard his voice. Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. Yeah, I knew I heard that name before. Boy, he has a lot. Halo Infinite. He is, that's, I think, where I know it from. Spartan Griffin from Halo Infinite. My son is addicted to Halo. He was Star Wars Visions, which is where we saw this, yeah. Animaniacs. Call of Duty. In the game Spider-Man Miles Morales, yeah, he's got, well, I don't know why I'm just reading these and not showing you. I'm an idiot. DC the Breaker is an idiot. Let's do it together. My bad. Look at this. I mean, this is just 2022. Now we're into 2021. Man works. Fallout 76. XCOM 2, yes. I played the crap out of that game. Fortnite, Duke Nukem. Mass Effect. This is the quintessential voice actor. This is somebody who you would consider doing a lot of work in the industry. And a very, wow, Final Fantasy 13, 2, G.I. Joe, Mortal Kombat. He was Shang Tsung in the game, and Sector. No, it's actually mad cool, Lee. We just pulled a voice actor I recognized the name, and I immediately pulled up his IMDb. And yeah, he is a prolific and much accomplished voice actor for the last 19 years. And look at that list. There you go. So for those who don't recognize that photo, they did the animated shorts. And honestly, they also made a comic book out of it. Let's dig out a comic book. Shout out to Trevor for picking up the comic. Or not, it's already cataloged. Petition DC to voice Sebastian in the Little Mermaid. I do not have a Caribbean accent. But I will tell you, true story. My wife's cousin, who is a Broadway actor and television and movie actor, was up for the role of the live action Sebastian, and was in the final 5 callbacks for the role. Him being born in Puerto Rico and being Caribbean himself. Lisa, shout out to Trevor for keeping all the cool stuff out of DC's reach. It's not his fault. I believe the doctor gave us a note saying that Trevor only truly feels comfortable when he has all the original individual pieces of art outside of their protective sleeves and lining the walls and bedside as he sleeps. He needs to feel them. He wakes up and he throws his hand on a cozy and goes, "Oh, I could go back to sleep now." Yeah, it is a doctor order. It is something that we cannot go against that doctor order. And quite frankly, Trevor would be unwell if he wasn't surrounded by original art by high-end content creators like Lee Cozy, Kevin P. West, Sketch School, Paul Maitland, and the Kaiser, amongst others. Have you been on Discord lately? Are you asking in general, or are you asking me specifically? I have, but I also have like 15 Discords. There it is. That's what I wanted to show you. So Visions, I realized as I was talking exactly where I filed it. So this is arguably one of the coolest things ever done in Star Wars history. And by that, I mean the comic and the original short animated film that you can find on Disney Plus. Star Wars Visions was a Star Wars story told in multiple different styles. Episode 1, I believe it was the original one, which had here the very highly stylized samurai Ronin style story. I did watch Gargoyles. And honestly, probably you can stop after the first one. They should have made that episode 10. Episode 1 shamed all the rest of them. And now there's a comic out of it which features some of the nastiest splash pages. Well, one nasty splash page specifically. Unbelievable. So that is where that character is from. I may also have that variant as well. Thanks to Trevor. He may hoard all the art, but he's very generous with the comic books. Four purples and 2 gray blank gargoyles. I would suggest putting some gargoyles on them. It's a long shot. It is a radical idea, but I would probably put some drawings of gargoyles on them. And I don't mean cutting out a drawing that you see. I would actually draw the gargoyles on them if I were you. Now, I'm not an artist. I never claimed to be an artist. I struggle with stick figures. So I am stepping out of my lane to say that. But it is my belief, deep in my heart, I believe you should probably take pencils and ink and put some shapes in the shape of a gargoyle on said blanks. Takashi Okazaki did the 1 through 100 Super Punk 1 variant. Oh, 1 out of 100 Super Punk 1 variant, and it's so good. There's going to be some nasty KPW gargoyles on a couple of them. Faux show. Spider Punk. There we go. I was going to say Super Punk. Spider Punk. Get it. Absolutely do that, and then put them in Discord and watch everybody try to buy them from you. Only if you're a fan of money. I know there are some people that prefer to live in squalor. I've met them myself. I know who they are. But if you prefer money, you should do that and put them on the Discord. I think you may get money for them. Just a thought. Again, I'm a radical. Kevin's like, I like having money. Yeah, I've only met a couple of people in my life that don't like having it. And I'm pretty sure one of them had CTE, which explains it. And the other one was just an oddball. Other than that, most people I know have liked money. Unless you're Biggie Smalls. Then, as you know, mo money is mo problems. Come to think of it, Jay-Z had 99 problems. So maybe it is true. I like having people having my art who like having my art even more. And oddly enough, the people who like having your art like giving you money to make you happy to continue making art so that they can have it. It's like a symbiotic relationship, art aficionados and artists. I think there might be something there. Squatchy! Speaking of artists, Squatchy Comics in the house. How's it going? Yeah, it's true. Lee, if you're calling Biggie Smalls a B, you're in a world of hurt. The circle of art, KP says. I love it. Oh. Oh, I'm assuming you're speaking of Trevor. Did you see Trevor at the LCS? I know Trevor was LCSing it. Yeah, okay, it is Trevor. That's what I thought. I'm not allowed in an LCS. That is my wife's order. She looks at me and she this is exactly what she goes. She goes, DC the Breaker, you're not allowed to go to the comic book store. And I'm like, first of all, honey, you can call me by my name. Second of all, I'm a grown man. I'll do whatever you tell me to do. I'm sorry. That's how that conversation goes. Which is why I have Trevor. I hook up Trevor with cool things and he gives me comic books. It's a pretty awesome symbiotic relationship. And neither of us have to eat brains. We may choose to, but we don't have to. I'm gonna be real. I don't have much today. I have a little bit of biting wit, a small headache, and some art in the form of mystery boxes. Excuse me. I can tell you. I do need to tell you. I can't tell you. I have to tell you. Two different things. Everybody who purchased cards over the last 72 hours, I have 3 900 count card boxes that I need to pack and prep. With that said, shipping may be delayed by 1 day. It might bleed into Wednesday. I will get some of it done on Tuesday. But the sheer volume may cause a 1-day delay in shipping. Just a heads up so that everybody knows. There's could probably be a day delay. That's it. So what do you guys have to say? Who has plans this weekend? Besides watching Buffalo destroy New England at 1 o'clock on Sunday. What plans does everybody have? Chef's like, it gets here when it gets here. It is what it is. Nap, not a problem. Okay, took me a second. I was like, I took a nap today, so I did take a nap today. I have to drop James off at school before 8:15. That is the time limit. Today, I have been under the weather the last 2 days. I try not to show it on camera because nobody wants to see a tired, bald, chubby guy with a great mustache be lethargic on camera. But I have been a little under the weather. Today, I took a nap. I was a very good nap. From about 8:40 till almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I went back to sleep. Well, thanks, KP. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So I also, I had mentioned I got a CPAP finally. My CPAP machine came in on Sunday, well, Saturday technically. And for the first time in 9 years, I have been able to get restful sleep. I had mentioned in a previous video, I was having 62.2 events per hour while sleeping, whether that be moving, stopping breathing, waking up, or blah, blah, blah. Since I have gotten my machine, I am down to between 1.5 and 2.5 episodes per hour. So for the first time in almost a complete decade, I am getting good sleep. And I actually think it's working against me. Because I'm finally getting good, restful sleep, my body is like, hey man, can I get some more of that sleep? And I have been overly tired because I am getting all of that sleep. And my body is like, yeah, give me some more. in the great words of Busta Rhymes, give me some more. Sleep well? Yeah, I do. I do. It has been pleasant. It has been pleasant. I'm not even gonna lie. So I think that's what I'm gonna. Tomorrow, I probably am just going to sleep. I am going to see how much Benadryl James will take, and then try to sleep while he is sleeping. That is a joke that is said in jest. I would never give my son Benadryl to make him sleep. It would be NyQuil. It lasts longer. Squatchy painting a short box. Now that would be entertaining. Hey, Squatchy, for those who don't know, would you be able to post where they can find you, specifically doing some art? Go ahead and pop it in the chat. I don't believe I have website blockers up, so you should be able to do it. If you had a daughter, you would have woke up with the toes painted and makeup. Yeah, 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 yeah. It is. I'm waking up in almost the exact same position that I'm sleeping, going to sleep in. It has been. Listen, if you have, oh, here we go. At Squatchy Comics on all of the sites, including Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Um, yeah, I'm hitting the hay. It's hefty. It's great. Oh, just thinking about it is making my brain go to sleep. It's okay. Which reminds me, I should fall asleep. I remember watching Twitch where this gamer who garnered usually no more than 7 people watching him play fell asleep while playing. A couple of people put in chats, "Hey, so and so is asleep on camera," and after taking a like I don't know a 10-minute nap, woke up to 1,200 people watching him sleep and cheering him on. I mean, I'm at 20 viewers. Maybe I should take a nap so that we can hit that 1,000 mark. But it was funny. The dude was like mouth opened out. Chef said, "What is in the box behind you? Those are comic books." There is, I think those are all my blanks and some of my autographs. The sleeping streams just seem creepy. The ones that are designed to be sleeping streams are crazy. Uh, a dude who's baked and falls asleep while playing video games, that's funny. Oh, you're welcome, Squatchy. Appreciate you. I found out now, listen, I'm not going to get into detail as to how I found this out or why I was even. Let's just say this without any backstory. Apparently, if you go on Twitch, there are streams dedicated to just smoking cannabis, where it's simply a guy or girl or group of friends sitting around smoking different strains and methods of ingesting cannabis. And that's all they do is they smoke and they talk and they laugh. And I ended up on one of those channels. Again, I don't know how I got there. I don't remember. But I'm thinking people, and there was 400 people following them. And I'm going to be honest, the dude wasn't that hot, nor did he have very much to say. But people just tuned in to watch this dude get baked. Now, I get it if there's like a super hot female on there getting baked. Yeah, dudes are going to watch it because it's a super hot female. But this was like, I mean, yeah, he was more handsome than me. Most people are. But he was definitely not like, Ryan Reynolds or Brad Pitt or Craig. He was just a regular dude getting baked, and he had hundreds of people watching him. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm not going to do that on camera. No, sir. Lee's like, what's Twitch? I've never heard of it. Craig, the brother of Jesus? I never met Jesus. But he has a brother, Craig? Squatchy's like, oh man, that's my dream job. Being Craig, brother of Jesus, is your dream job? Or smoking yourself into oblivion on camera while people pay you to do it? Both, honestly, sound all right. Getting baked and getting paid. Well, Squatchy, when this stream is over, feel free to just look up 420 on Twitch. Parental guidance is suggested. Advisory, explicit content. And I'm sure you will find a plethora of channels of just people smoking and talking about stuff that doesn't make sense. Or you can do what Chef does and get paid to bake. Ain't that the truth? Craig didn't turn water into wine. He turned it into cold Coors Light. He turned it into a little bit of Pabst Blue Ribbon. That's my boy. Craig Creastay turns it into some PBR. Chef said the Texans Super Bowl champions, Lions Super Bowl champions, and Invisible Man cards made my day today. Good, you deserve to have your day made. You make our day. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. We've got some fun to be had courtesy of Lee Cozy. I think you've seen all of them, though. I don't think there's anything you haven't seen. Hey, Kevin. If you ever want to giggle, Google Stephen Lynch, Craig, and enjoy. I can do that. I like giggling. Kevin, that was a photo of the Super Bowl champion Detroit Lions. That is all of the players that won Super Bowls while playing for Detroit. Lee admittedly made a bunch of Buffalo ones, but when he thought about it really hard, he decided to keep those ones at home. How many Star Wars Black are left? If I had to guess, 4. If I had to look, 4. That was when they were visiting Buffalo. I like how you can see the hollow foil on the stickers I made, but not when they're actually stuck to the cards. At least not on camera. Actually, I'm going to be real. They really don't show up on the cards. It is a very muted hollow foil. True story, I used the Buffalo Super Bowl champ stickers to wallpaper my bathroom. Well, it's because, after this year, they will be useless since we're winning the Super Bowl this year. Just a little bit bigger, but you can tell they are shiny when you see them. The bathroom is purple. I figured red and blue work. There you go. Oh, here we go. That felt good. There was something I thought I wrote it down, but I think I threw it out. And there's too much stuff in there for me to dig it out. Trevor, anything fun in the NFL Panini boxes? I don't have any NFL Panini boxes. Oh, no, those are baseball Panini boxes, but those aren't for sale. Oh, Legacy. Scheisse. Yes, Legacy. My bad. Give me a second. I actually have been hiding these off camera because I feel like they're criminally undervalued on the market because you're guaranteed to get 2 autographs in every single box. Excuse me. Scoobs! Disneyland! Are you at Disneyland? Tell me you're at Disneyland. If you're not at Disneyland, go to Disneyland because then you'd be by my house. And we could hang out then. We could have some tacos. And we could talk about the Calgary Flames. Yeah, I completely took these out from behind me because I low-key wanted people to forget that we had them. Although I'm contractually obligated to keep them on the website. I wish, Vigo, I'm dragging you along to the Matterhorn. I absolutely would go. We are saving our pennies so that we can go. It is not cheap even for Florida residents because the California residents, because the California resident pass sells out in 1 day. So if you're not already waiting online for it to drop, you're not going to get one. And if you're not going to get one, it's just as expensive for us to go as it is anybody else. The only difference is we don't have to worry about airfare and a hotel. Although it is about an hour and 15 minutes away, we probably would get a hotel and do 2 days just so that we can maximize our 2 days. James is also finally the height that he can ride almost all the rides too, even though he hates rides. He wants to go on them, and then halfway through he gets terrified, and then says he never wants to go on them again. And then he forgets, and then the next time we go, he says he wants to go on them. Hey, Trevor. Trevor, do we just give these to Lee, or do we make him choose odd or even? These Disney boxes. I think we can give them. Okay. It's Jawa time. All right, Lee, are you ready? Oh, Doug, you have no idea, man. You have no idea. Good to see you, though. He needs to pick a number greater than 8. He's like, I bought them because I just really wanted the 206s. Well, then, Lee, since you want them, should I just send you the, packages? I'll let you open them. I will be more than happy to just send these sealed. Everybody on stream would probably get a kick out of me sending these sealed to you. And they would force you to be Lee the Breaker when you got home. Jawa! Jan Dodonna! He wants the juice now. Dryden. Pow! Leia! Jawa! Yes! You got a Jawa! There we go! That's how you get them hooked. Give them what they want the first time. Rican. Lando. Paige. Solo. And, oh, that is an alternate Bib Fortuna. No, he super collects Jawas. Dengar. Rican. Dooku. Wedge. Lando. Jawa! 2 for 2! It's Jawa time! Krennic. Clone. DJ. And Bazine. 2 Jawas. Dose Jawas. You love my Inigo Montoya? Don't lie, Squatchy. You're impressed by my rolling technique. So, as I have mentioned before, we are overdue for a nasty auto. Watch it be Lee, of all people, to pull said nasty auto. Because if there's anything I know about Lee, he is good at pulling nasty things. Princess Leia. Quill. I want to see a boom card. Cobb Vanth. Boy, every single person went, Bob. Oh, no. Gotcha. Out of 199. A tomfoolery card. Oh, that's what I was implying, Lee. What's the big hit? I think Harrison Ford signed cards in here. I think he signed like one. All right, what do we got for Lee? Is that yellow? That is yellow. Oh, Andy Serkis! That is a massive hit! 1 of 1! 1 of 1! Lee Cozy! Uno de uno! Can you dig it? Look at you, Lee! That is a card! Boom! Ask and ye shall receive. That is the gold Superfractor 1 of 1 Andy Serkis. That is a Superfractor foil. Let's zoom in on the Superfractor. There it is. Craig had asked how many were left, and now he's like, son of a biscuit. That is so huge. That is beyond a case hit. That is like a pallet hit. Hands down, one of the top, it's got to be top 10 possible cards you could want out of this set as a single signer. He's like, I would like to thank Bourbon for forgetting to log in tonight so that I could get this. Superfractors are very tough. Yeah, there's only one. You're right. There is only one. This is a very big boy card. Dang, homie. Congratulations. This box is completely moot. Nothing you could possibly pull, in my opinion, is gonna top what just happened. But hey, gotta try, right? If it's another 101, I'm stopping the stream. I'm cutting the stream. It's over. It's over. I'm done. And we're going to lose Craig. Craig will boycott us for life if there's another 101 in there. Biggs Darklighter. What up, Biggs? Echo. Go. And a nice teal blue. Grief. 1 of 99. That is a great number. One of ones are in 1 out of every 409 boxes. I believe it was 14 101s in one night. And that was from the same case. That was from probably what was more than likely a loaded case. What is that, gold too? No, that's got to be yellow. Chum Sindola. Out of 50, Robin Atkin Downs. Son of a biscuit. This is a Dark Side auto, 1 out of 2,154. Oh, that is Dark Side. I see it now. Dark Side Andy Serkis. I wish it was a Keno Loy auto. Lee, hey, listen. If you ever want to get rid of it, I've got some really nice artwork I can trade for it. I actually know a guy who works for Lucasfilm who does amazing work. So if you ever want to trade it, I can definitely get you some really good art for it. Now I want to know what's in the other 2 boxes. Maria says DC has a great Obi-Wan he can trade for. I do. I do. I have a really great Obi-Wan I can trade for it. Yeah, Chef is right. It's a 1 in 2,937 box hit. Oh, and I'll tell you, Lee, I got that Obi-Wan for pretty dang cheap. I'm sure that is not going anywhere. The Obi-Wan is not going anywhere. Especially after I get the actors to sign it. The artist that sold it was a sucker. I don't think he was a sucker. I think he just threw out a number, expecting just a general, oh yeah, it's this. And then when he realized the person agreed, he was like, I should have tripled that. wait, I didn't expect you to actually say yes. that's like my wife asking me to marry her. She's like, the following Monday when she sobered up, and I was like, all right, let's go to the courthouse and get our marriage certificate. She's like, wait, what? Wait, you were serious? That is also the same moment with that artist. Wait, are you serious? Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. Hey, Lee, you gonna do it again? Lee's like, yeah, I'll do it again. That leaves just 1 box. I had a good month last month. Good night, Brian. You have a wonderful evening, sir. And I really want those 206 cards. Trevor says, "Good luck, Tree." I mean, good luck, Lee. That is a Tuscan Chief. Zuckus. Palpatine, if there is another fat fingers, bone skinny. If there is another Jawa in here, I don't know. Saw. Zero. Jin. Maz. Chief Sherpa. Star Wars Chrome Black is now sold out. Yeah, Chef said, I'm getting one. Chef said, I will buy the final one. That card needs to go to someone deserving. Craig. Oh, Bolo. Animated Bolo. Fennec Shand out of 199. And a teal Galen Urso. 61 of 99. Technically only needed to buy the one. But now this is fun. Lee, that's how you get hooked. Earthworm Jim, he does have an Earthworm Jim look. I agree. The fifth brother. That is Philip Anthony Rodriguez. It's a very complicated signature. All right, Chef. Yeah, he's the one that, yep. I know who that is. Chef, you bought the last box. I'm not gonna make you roll. Pelacham, Momonadan, Maz, DJ, Chief, Stormtrooper, Luke Walkskyer, Lobo, Finn, and Gin. A gin and Finn. I believe that is a very strong drink in England. Lee's like, I almost bought the last one. All right, Chef, let's close it out with something good. Let's get a nice 101 out of here. There's nothing wrong with a 101 non-auto. Obi-Wan. Ezra. Samoba. That's out of fitty. I had the privilege of pulling a one-of-one Carrie Fisher autograph out of, I want to say it was Rise of Skywalker. And I also pulled the one-of-one Samuel L. Jackson, all within like a matter of a week. And then I pulled a triple auto. The person got back to me about the Carrie Fisher, and it graded PSA 10. So not only was it a 101 Carrie Fisher, it was a PSA 10 one-of-one Carrie Fisher. All right, what color do we have? Teal. Teal. We're not going to slow roll it. We're going to flash it. 3, 2, 1. No, I'm just kidding. 1. Wrecker. D. Bradley Baker. Out of 99. I had the pleasure of pulling glitter out of a frame for one of my oil paintings. D. Bradley Baker is phenomenal. I will say he signed a lot of different characters. However, yes, great auto to have. And it's nice and low numbered. And this is actually one of his better renditions of his auto. Usually he does speed up his auto. This one is actually pretty clean. I've seen some bad D. Bakers. There you go, homie. Well, that was exciting. I think that's it. Does anybody else want anything? I feel bad not selling anybody any art today, opening any art for anyone. Usually that's why they keep me around. Almost gave you an art attack. Is your Ghost Rider still in the break? Yes, I believe so. I don't think anybody pulled your Ghost Rider. Yours was the 2-page one, right? There you go. T-Dog says, yeah, it's still live. That's weird. Huh. The background on my private screen just went black for no reason. Interesting. I'll have to fix that. Weird. All right, everyone. I say we call this a week. What do you say? Let me see if any of my Twitchers are on. I found this new couple. They're not online. So we're going to raid somebody. But so the people I wanted to rate are not there. Let me tell you about. There's this couple. They're called the Neo-Kalele Limbs. It is a 66-year-old man and a 62-year-old woman in Singapore, educated in the UK. They're actors who have been in TV, film, and now theater, who basically just love life, love each other, and sing about the good times that they have, and are very big on love. So I wish they were on. Unfortunately, they are not. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to rate anybody. Doesn't look like any of my artists are working on art. Looks like all the artists I have are just working playing video games. And I don't think any of you want to see video games. So that's it. We will call it a week. It has been a long week in the world of sports, specifically football. Russell Stewart is a good artist. Let me look. Who is Felicia Day?
Fri-yay, man. It really is.
KP, I don't think I'm going to click on Babe Ross Because the first name is Babe and we're family friendly. Felicia Day is an actress who does a lot of nerd-based stuff. Babe Ross is family friendly? Do you guys like hentai? All right, if you guys say Babe Ross is good, we'll do Babe Ross. But first, and more importantly, I love each and every one of you. I do, and I appreciate you spending time with us on a Friday where you could be anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be right here. And that is humbling, and we love you. Take care of yourselves and each other. If you're going to hang out and watch the game, make sure you imbibe lightly and have somebody to drive you home or spend the night. It is going to be a ruckus week 18 weekend for those who are into foosball. So please be back here on Wednesday. We will have Trevor and Doug in studio, and maybe, just maybe, I can bribe Trevor to bring some art up for me to show everyone. And maybe if we're super lucky, I can get one or both of them to tune in on camera as well. So should be a really awesome Wednesday. Again, I appreciate you. Let's do some rating. And that's it. Have a great week, everybody. Thank you so much, and see you next week.